Okay. So, in the chapter judiciary, we have studied so far, first of all, the role of judiciary. Okay, three roles we have discussed. First was uh, first was dispute resolution, then judicial review, and then upholding the law and enforcing the fundamental rights. Clear? And then we read about independent judiciary. Independent judiciary means the judiciary does not work under the influence of anyone. It is independent of giving the fair decisions. And then we studied yesterday, we talked about the structure of courts. So we have at the lowest level, district courts are there, which are large in number. Then at the top of it, high courts are there, and each state has one high court. But some states combinedly have one high court. Uh, like Chandigarh is the High Court of Punjab and Haryana both. Okay, and then at the topmost level is the Supreme Court, which is the apex body, and it has the power to give the decision which is binding with the other courts. Binding means the decision, the verdict given by the Supreme Court cannot be changed by the lower courts, that are High Court and the district courts. Clear? Now, yesterday I told you one story that of appellate system we studied. Appellate system means when the person can make the request, can make the appeal to the court from the lower to the higher court. So I told you one case of Lakshman, that he married one girl, and then that girl was set to fire. So then family went from the lower court to the high court. So this is a case of a criminal law. Okay, so there are two types of cases this judiciary is handling. So legal system, judiciary is the legal system which is handling two types of cases. So the case which we discussed yesterday, that Dory system, and the girl was set ablaze. So that case falls under criminal case. Okay, and judiciary is also taking off another types of cases also, that are called civil cases. So criminal cases and civil cases, what is the difference between the two? Criminal cases deals with conduct or acts that the law defines as offenses. So now what are offenses? Offenses are the illegal acts. Illegal acts which are taking place, or breach of any rule or law. Breach, I told you what is the meaning of breach. Breach means to disobey or break any law. So if there is a breach of any rule or law and it is an illegal act, that will fall under the criminal case. So criminal cases deals with conduct or acts that the law defines as offenses. For example, theft, harassing a woman to bring more dowry, or murder. Okay, theft cases, murder cases, and this teasing the woman, eve teasings. So all these fall under criminal cases, whereas civil cases, they deals with any harm or injury to right of the individuals. For example, disputes. Okay, so civil cases are the small level cases, and the big level cases are the criminal cases, which deals with the murder cases and theft cases. So for example, disputes relating to the sale of land, purchase of goods, rent matters, divorce cases. So all these fall under civil cases. Clear? So criminal cases and civil cases. Now what is the rule? What rule, what procedure has to be followed under both these cases? So under the criminal case, what is the procedure? So it usually begins with the lodging of an FIR. First of all, जब criminal case होता है, in that first the party which is affected, so affected party is lodging an FIR first. What is FIR? FIR, the full form of FIR is first information report. So it usually begins with the lodging of an FIR with the police, who investigate the crime, after which a case is filed in the court. क्लियर? क्रिमिनल केस में क्या होता है, पहले एफआईआर होती है, पुलिस में व्हाट ऑल, एफआईआर इज फर्स्ट इंफॉर्मेशन रिपोर्ट, मींस who is going to the police and giving the first information to the police that this thing has happened. ठीक है, पुलिस को जाके सबसे पहले इंफॉर्मेशन देना, that is called FIR. So first information report is given to the police first of all, and then police investigates into the case. फिर पुलिस उसकी इन्वेस्टिगेशन करती है, एंड देन when the police investigates all the things, and then what all the things the police have found, that all is presented to the court. कोर्ट में प्रेजेंट किया जाता है कि दिस ऑल वी हैव फाउंड, नाउ द कोर्ट विल टेक द वर्डिक्ट कि क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना है, व्हाट पनिशमेंट हैज टू बी गिवन. क्लियर? सो दिस इज द प्रोसीजर ऑफ क्रिमिनल केसेस. सिविल लॉ, सिविल केसेस में क्या होता है, फर्स्ट देयर इज नो पुलिस इन्वॉल्व. ठीक है, क्रिमिनल लॉ में पुलिस इन्वॉल्व होती है, क्रिमिनल केस में पुलिस इन्वॉल्व होती है. सबसे पहले जो इंफॉर्मेशन देनी होती है दैट इज टू बी गिवन टू द पुलिस. क्लियर? क्रिमिनल केसेस में फर्स्ट information report, FIR, is to be lodged in the police station. So you can say police is involved in the criminal cases, but it is not in the case of civil cases. Civil cases में directly the affected party can file the case in the court. Clear? In the criminal case, first FIR will be lodged in the police station, and then police will investigate the case, and then all the findings will be presented in the court, and then court will take the decision what punishment has to be given. But in the civil cases, directly a petition can be filed by the affected party. फॉर एग्जाम्पल इन द रेंट मैटर कि कोई एक लैंडलॉर्ड है और टेनेंट है, सो इधर द लैंडलॉर्ड और टेनेंट कैन फाइल अ केस. कोई लैंडलॉर्ड है, वो बोल रहा है कि ये तो टेनेंट है, ही इज नॉट वेकेटिंग माय हाउस, ही इज नॉट पेइंग द रेंट, रेंट भी नहीं दे रहा है, खाली भी नहीं कर रहा है. सो देन लैंडलॉर्ड कैन गो टू द केस एंड फाइल द केस अगेंस्ट द टेनेंट. Or tenant can also do if the landlord is forcibly taking or asking for more rent, or violating any rule or law which is in the favor of the tenant, then tenant can also file the case against the landlord. But in this, police is not involved. Directly the affected party can file the case in the court. Now in the criminal case, if found guilty, the accused can be sent to jail also and also fined. So criminal cases में क्या होता है, if the court finds that the person is guilty against whom the charges are there, so if the person is found guilty, so then that accused person can be sent to jail and can also be fined. And in civil cases, the court gives the specific relief asked for. Okay, in this it is not necessary कि jail होगी. Okay, civil cases में it is not necessary that the person will go to jail. It is only what the petitioner has asked for. For example, the landlord wants that this tenant is not giving the rent also and is not vacating also, so I want him to vacate my house. So then the court will give the verdict to the tenant to leave his house. Okay, otherwise if they are not mutually understanding, then court will interfere, and then court will give legal instructions to the person, and it has to be followed, otherwise heavy fine can be imposed. So for instance, in a case between a landlord and a tenant, the court can order the flat to be vacated and pending rent to be paid. Okay, so this can be the case, but it is not like that कि इसमें jail नहीं होती है. If there is a serious case, then there can be a jail also. Yeah, so in this, the landlord and tenant, then the court will give the decision that the tenant who is not paying the rent and is not vacating also, so then legal decision, legal instructions will be given, a notice will be sent to the tenant to vacate the flat, and pending rent which is not paid by him, that also has to be paid by him. Clear? So this is the difference between the criminal case and a civil case. So two types of cases the judiciary is taking care of. So legal system, that is our judiciary, is taking care of two types of cases, criminal cases and the civil cases. So I told you, criminal cases, in the criminal case, police is involved. First FIR is to be lodged, and then police will investigate the crime, and then case will be filed in the court. But in the civil cases, directly petition can be filed into the court by the affected party, either by any of the petitioner. Clear? So this is the difference between the criminal case and the civil case. Now, next topic is, before that, there is one exercise in your book on page number 60. Fill in the table given below based on what you have understood about criminal and civil law. So just now I have told you that what are the differences between criminal law and civil law. So now you tell me what kind of case is this. First case is, a group of girls are persistently harassed by a group of boys while walking to school. So can you tell me what type of case is this? It will fall under which law? Criminal or civil?
Criminal law. Criminal law.
Yes, very good. It will
Criminal.
fall under criminal
Criminal
law.
law.
And procedure to be followed. What procedure will be followed in this case? Tell me that also.
Ma'am, first FIR was
Yes,
lodged.
very good.
FIR and then police will investigate.
Yes, and then case
And
filing. Yes. So a group of girls who are being teased, जिनको छेड़ा जा रहा है, that groups of girls, any one of the girl can go to the police station. First will give the information, first information, that is lodging the FIR. Then police will investigate. Then based on the findings, a case will be put into the court. Clear? Second example is, a tenant who is being forced to move out files a case in court against the landlord. Just now I told you
Civil
this
law.
example.
law.
This case will fall under the civil law. And what is the procedure to be followed? What is to be done?
A petition has to be filed.
Petition has to be filed before
the relevant court by affected
Yes.
party.
Yes, directly. Means here no police is involved, and directly the affected party can file a case, a petition. The petition is also a written request which is filed. Okay, so petition, filing the petition or filing the case is the same thing. So who is filing the case is called a petitioner. Okay, one petitioner and second petitioner who is the opposite one. So petitioner is filing the petition. So signing the petition means if I say I'm filing a petition against you, I'm filing a case against you. Clear? So then next topic is, does everyone have access to the courts? Now we have studied so many things. We have studied the role of judiciary, structure of courts, independent judiciary के बारे में पढ़ लिया. Then we talked about the difference in the criminal and the civil cases. Now, is it easy for a common people, for a common person to access to the courts? What do you think so? Is it so easy? Or can be easy or difficult also?
No.
Yes.
It is easy.
No or yes also, because it requires knowledge. You know, and a literate person, a well-educated person who knows the information, who has the information of all these codes and laws. So it is easy for that, for those people who have the information, for them to access the courts. It's easy. But what about the poor sections of the society? जिनको नॉलेज ही नहीं है कोर्ट्स के बारे में, जिनको लॉ के बारे में नॉलेज नहीं है, वो क्या करेंगे? So there is something which this constitution has provided for that people also who does not have the knowledge, who do not have the knowledge of all these structure of courts. So then there is something for them also. So what is that? So in principle, all citizens of India can access the courts in this country. So our constitution says that all the people of India, all citizens of India can access the courts in this country. So as you read earlier, the courts play a very significant role in protecting our fundamental rights. If any citizen believes that their rights are being violated, then they can approach the court for justice to be done. So while the courts are available for all, so we say कि court में सब जा सकते हैं, anybody can go to court. So see, there are differences. एक होता है कि court में जाना और एक होता है court में पहुंचना. Okay, so anybody can go to court. You can also go to court and you can sit over there and you can hear any case. But approaching the court, if you are the affected party, then it is little bit different. So what all it requires? So while the courts are available for all, in reality, access to courts has always been difficult for a vast majority of the poor in India. Okay, जिनके पास तो knowledge है, जिनको पता है कि कोर्ट में ऐसे पहले हम district level पे जाएंगे, then we can go to higher level, and with those who have the information that we have to hire a lawyer also, we have to do some paperwork also, and you know that if you file the case in the court, it will require time also. कई केस तो सालों से पड़े रहते हैं. Okay, so it requires lot of time also, it requires money also, and it requires paperwork also, which is to be done by the lawyer. So all these things, जिसको तो knowledge है, and those who are willing to fight the case for long term, for a long time, they are ready. But what about the poor people who are working on daily wages? उनको वो डेली वेज रोज की दिहाड़ी करते हैं, and their family is dependent on that daily wage. Means the person is working on daily wages, and what all little money he is earning, and that money is spent on the food to be provided to the family. So what about those people, those who are working on daily wages? They do not have even enough money to do that paperwork and hire a lawyer. So what about them? उनके लिए तो कोर्ट जाना तो बहुत मुश्किल है. So for them, the constitution has given one, you can say one system is there, that is called PIL, PIL, public interest litigation. Now what is that, we will understand. Okay, so I am going to read this. While the courts are available for all, in reality access to courts has always been difficult for a vast majority of the poor in India. So why it is difficult? Question can be there, that why is it difficult for a vast majority of the poor in India to access the courts? कि poor people के लिए court में access करना, why is it difficult? So answer is here only because legal procedures, underline this line, legal procedures involve a lot of money and paperwork, as well as take up a lot of time. So three things are there, three factors are there, three reasons are there, that why is it difficult for a vast majority of the poor in India to access the courts. So it is, first of all, it involves a lot of money, and then paperwork, means hiring the lawyer and getting the paperwork done. And next, third thing is, it take up a lot of time. Lot of time, why? Because you know the population of India is so much, and so many disputes are there, so many cases are there which are lying like this. So it requires a lot of time for getting the case solved. So that's why, you know, बोलते हैं कि कोर्ट कचहरियों के काम से तो दूर ही रहो, इनके चक्करों से तो दूर ही रहो. Why is it said that? Because it take up a lot of time, lot of headache is there, and lot of money is also spent. You have to go there and sit the whole day, and you know then what, you go in the hope that the court will give the verdict today, but then the court gives the next day. वो अगली तारीख डाल देते हैं, that next hearing on this day. So you never know that how long the case will go. So that's why it is, first of all, it is simple to solve the dispute at your own level only. कि अपने level पे dispute जो भी है, अगर नहीं solve हो रही है, then there is no option, you have to go to the court. But then you have to be prepared, you have to be mentally prepared if one is going to the court, that it is going to be take lot of money and paperwork, and lot of time is to be taken by the court. So for a poor person who cannot read and write, जो एक poor person है जिसको पढ़ना लिखना नहीं आता है, and whose family depends on a daily wage, जिसकी family depend करती है रोज की जो रोज का जो earning होती है, the idea of going to court to get justice often seems remote. Means उसके लिए जो एक idea है that going to the court and getting the justice is very remote, you can say. It is not, he cannot afford, because he is working on daily wages from where he will get enough money and to hire the lawyer, and lot of time is also there. Means if he will go and sit over there in the court the whole day, then who will earn for his family who is working on daily wages? रोज की अगर वो daily wage नहीं करेगा तो then his family would not be able to eat anything. So it is very difficult for the poor people, but for these sections of the people, there is something. So in response to this, the Supreme Court in the early 1980s devised a mechanism of public interest litigation. Very important, okay? And listen to it very carefully. It is interesting also. Public interest litigation, or we in short form we say PIL, PIL. So public interest litigation, it is it is the mechanism which is devised by the Supreme Court to increase access to justice. Now वो लोग जो नहीं जा सकते हैं कोर्ट में, so उनके लिए this public interest litigation is there. Means, for example, if I see, I'm an educated person, I know the structure of courts की क्या है कैसे नहीं है. Now if any person is there who is working for me, and उनका जो है कि कोई राइट वायलेट हो रहा है, इफ आई एम सीइंग कि दैट्स दिस सेक्शन ऑफ पीपल इज बीइंग वायलेटेड, इनको बहुत ज्यादा लेबर करना पड़ रहा है एंड उनको प्रॉपर मनी भी नहीं मिल रही है, सो इफ आई एम सीइंग दैट हैपनिंग, सो आई कैन फाइल दिस पब्लिक इंटरेस्ट लिटिगेशन इन फेवर ऑफ दोज पीपल, उनके लिए आई कैन डू दैट. Clear? So it is for you people, means if you are watching that something illegal is happening in front of your eyes, which is not constitutional, which is not in favor of the rights of the people, if you feel that somebody's rights are being violated at somewhere, then you have the right to file this bill, to file this public interest litigation. You can also do that. And no need to go to the court. ऐसे नहीं है कि आपको कोर्ट में जाना पड़ेगा. You can send one letter also. You can send one letter, you can send one telegram to the Supreme Court, and you can write the whole situation, what is happening there, and the Supreme Court will consider that. So public interest litigation is just to increase the access to justice. कि जो वो sections, those sections of the people who are deprived of the justice, वो deprived है from going to the courts. So for that people, we can also do something. Okay, so we can sign these kind of public interest litigations to increase access to justice. It allowed any individual or organization to file a bill in the High Court or the Supreme Court on behalf of those whose rights were being violated. कि जिनके right violate हो रहे हैं, उनके behalf पे, on their behalf, we can file this petition. We can file bill again in the court against those who are violating the rights of those people. Clear? So public interest litigation in the interest of public. Litigation, meaning of litigation is a request, a written request, and there are two types of. I don't know whether writ is there or not, but just in the knowledge, you can write one more word, writ, W-R-I-T. Writ. Now, what is the difference in writ and pill? Writ is a, you can say it is to be raised by the legal authority. एक pill जो है कोई भी common people raise कर सकता है. कोई भी common people can give the written request to the High Court or the Supreme Court. That is called pill. ठीक है? Pill जो है, it is a written request which can be given by the common people. हम जैसे लोग bill जो sign करके we can give that written request to the High Court or the Supreme Court. But there is one more word that is called writ petition, W-R-I-T. Writ जो होता है, that is not raised by the common people. We cannot file writ. Only the legal authority, means only lawyer can do that. Only lawyers can do that. Only the legal authority can file the writ in the court. Yeah, so that is the difference. So now the legal process was greatly simplified. Even a letter or telegram addressed to the Supreme Court or the High Court could be treated as a bill. Now it is not necessary. See, अब ये हो सकता है कि that now if something is happening bad in front of my eyes, so now if I feel that why should I take the headache, कि मैं headache क्यों लूं, वो उनका हो रहा है ठीक है, मैं क्यों अपना टाइम बर्बाद करूं, मैं क्यों कोर्ट जाऊं उनके बिहाफ पे, why should I file the petition? So then for that also there is a solution, that it is not necessary that you have to go to the court to file the petition. Even a simple letter or a telegram addressed to the Supreme Court or the High Court could be treated as a bill. Yeah, so it is not necessary for us कि हमें जाना है और हमें जाके petition file करना है. So it is not like that. If you have the knowledge, if something bad is happening in front of your eyes, you can just write a letter or telegram addressed to the Supreme Court or the High Court that could be treated as a bill. So in the early years, bill was used to secure justice on a large number of issues, such as, and it is not being done. Bill have already been used by the people. This facility, this privilege which is given to the common people, so it is already being used by the people. So what are the benefits and where are these used? So bill is already used to secure justice on a large number of issues, such as rescuing bonded laborers from inhuman work conditions. So as I told you, that if some laborers are there and those who are working, and the owner whom they are working under, he is exploiting their rights. उनको बहुत ज़्यादा inhuman treat कर रहा है, उनको properly wages नहीं मिल रहे हैं, and they are getting ill treatment also. So that bonded laborers को rescue करने के लिए this bill has been used, and securing the release of prisoners in Bihar who had been kept in jail even after their punishment term was complete. So in Bihar, there was a case in that the punishment term was over, means that their jail term was over, but still that prisoners were kept in the jail uh, for the reason don't know why. Okay, so therefore, there also for their solution also this bill was signed by the people and was sent to release those prisoners in Bihar. And one more, you must have been known this midday meal in government schools. Do you know about this midday meal in school, government schools? Government schools में midday meal मिलती है, वहाँ पे जो lunch है that is given to the students by the school
Ma'am,
authorities
yes.
only, not by the school actually. It is coming from the government side. It is not, school is not giving, it is coming from the government side. So now you will come to know that ये जो midday meal का जो proposal था, that was also due to this public interest litigation. That is also due to pill, because otherwise it is not the government, you can say, initiative. Government का खुद का initiative नहीं था ये. It was because of the pill signed by the people. And why? कुछ लोगों ने क्या किया, they said कि somewhere it is acute shortage of food, कहीं पे तो लोग भूख से मर रहे हैं. You can see the first photo here. So in the first photo, these animals, see, drought conditions are there. Okay, in see in 2001. So photo 1 में क्या है, in 2001 the drought in Rajasthan and Odisha meant that millions faced an acute shortage of food. तो लोगों को क्या लगा कि एक तरफ तो वन पिक्चर इज देयर इन विच देयर इज ड्रॉट, कि कहीं पे तो इतना ड्रॉट है, सूखा पड़ रहा है, दैट देयर इज एक्यूट शॉर्टेज ऑफ फूड, कहीं पे खाना नहीं है खाने के लिए. एंड इन फोटो 2 व्हाट यू सी, in photo 2, meanwhile, the government godowns were full of grains, and often this was being eaten away by rats. You also have heard that कि गवर्नमेंट के गोडाउन्स में जो ग्रेन्स होते हैं, जो जितना भी वहां पे जो वीट होता है, राइस होता है, दैट आर बीइंग ईटन अवे बाय रैट्स. वो पड़ा पड़ा वहां पे सड़ जाता है. यू मस्ट हैव हर्ड दिस कि गवर्नमेंट के गोडाउन्स में जितना भी राशन पड़ा हुआ है, दैट इज ऑल रॉटन or that is all eaten away by rats. So some, you see, means at one place, what are you seeing? In photo 1, one scene is that there are drought conditions, and in photo 2, opposite pictures are there that the ration is there, the food is there, but it is being eaten away by rats. So what is the use? So then this bill was signed by the people, and they say that it is the duty, it is the right to life. Right to life में क्या आता है? Right to life में right to food भी included है. Now this right to life which is given, which is written in article 21 of the constitution में right to life लिखा हुआ है. Right to life तभी होगी अगर खाना मिलेगा, अगर खाना ही नहीं मिलेगा तो what is the use of right to life? Without right to food, there cannot be right to life. So then the people, they raised their voices and they said, so now see in photo 3 you can see, photo 3 में क्या है? So in this situation of hunger amidst plenty, hunger amidst plenty means in photo 1 there was hunger, means the animals and the people were dying due to shortage of food. Amidst plenty, plenty means on the other side there were huge godowns which were full of grains and they were eaten up by the rats. So hunger amidst plenty, कि बहुत सारा राशन तो है but उसके बीच में there is hunger. So in this situation of hunger amidst plenty, an organization called the People's Union of Civil Liberties or PUC. So this was the organization. They filed a bill in the Supreme Court. इन्होंने bill file किया Supreme Court में. It stated that the fundamental right to life guaranteed in article 21 of the constitution, जो article 21 है constitution का, in that there is right to life which is guaranteed to the people, so including the right to food. So in the right to life, right to food is also included. You can also think that without right to food, how can right to life will be applicable? There's no sense. So the state's excuse. So when this bill was heard in the Supreme Court, so then what was the excuse given by the state? State ने क्या excuse दिया? The state's excuse that it did not have adequate funds was shown to be wrong. So it was proved wrong in the Supreme Court. So the state gave the excuse that it did not have adequate funds, was shown to be wrong because the godowns were overflowing with grains. States ने excuse बना दिया कि हमारे पास तो funds ही नहीं है कि हम कहां से लोगों को खाना दें. But this was proved wrong because the godowns were overflowing with grains and that were eaten away by the rats. Then the Supreme Court ruled that the state had a duty to provide food to all. So Supreme Court ne ruled out here and it gave the verdict that it is the duty of the state to provide food to all under right to life, which is the fundamental, which is the right given by the Constitution. Article 21 says that it is the right to life of the people to live, and under that right to food also comes. So this was ruled out and Supreme Court gave this verdict that it is the duty of the state to give the food to the people. So that now in photo 4 you can see, so this is the scene of midday meal. So it therefore directed the government to provide more employment, to provide food at cheaper prices through the government ration shops. You know that government का ration card बनता है, you know, ration card बनता है, उसपे से government ration is given. Government is giving ration on low prices, on cheap prices for those who are below BPL, below poverty line. BPL class is there. So BPL class is getting this free ration or at a very cheap price they are getting, and to provide midday meals to children is also. So these all things which were introduced कि जो गवर्नमेंट के राशन शॉप्स खुले एंड मिड डे मील्स मिले चिल्ड्रन को, सो दीज आर ऑल बिकॉज ऑफ दिस public interest litigation signed by the people and sent to the court. So it also appointed 2 food commissioners to report on the implementation of government government schemes. Okay, so these government schemes, that they should be implemented properly and they should be followed properly. So for that 2 food commissioners were also appointed. So see, this is the condition. So you can feel that you have the power. You have the power. It is not like that ये मत सोचो कि यार मैं तो घर पे बैठा हूँ, मैं तो कुछ नहीं कर सकता हूँ. So you can see that now this Sushant Singh Rajput case is happening. It's going on. So what is happening in Mumbai? You saw yesterday they have demolished the Kangna's house. So that is all what is happening because people are raising voices against the justice. They want justice for Sushant Singh Rajput and people are joining together. They are showing unity. But Bombay, it is full of this drug mafia is there. Okay, underworld dons are there. All riots are there. This Shiv Sena is full of goons. Okay, so that government, what all is happening because of all this, that you have the power. It is not like that. So for this case also, for this Sushant Singh Rajput case, so many pills were coming on the internet. If you have signed, I have signed so many public interest litigation forms were coming to sign for justice to SSR. So they were coming. So you have the power when all the people are joining together. See, it is a democratic country and we can raise our voices. So you can show the strength by sitting at home also. So we have the online platforms by which we can raise voices. You can join any protest, you can join the campaigns, you can sign the petitions if you want that this thing which is happening is not fair. Clear? So now for the common person, access to courts is access to justice.